Hello, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, happy new year to all of you. I pray that you all have a blessed year filled with happiness and just enjoying the moment. So before I continue, I recently put up a community post if you haven't seen it, and I want you all to submit your popular or unpopular K-pop opinions. So whatever you got, give it to me. Go crazy. I'm really just curious to hear your all thoughts. So today I'm going to be reacting and ranking to Reddit Kpop opinions and hot takes into tiers. So let's take a look at our tier. Our first tier is we share the same brain cell. Self-explanatory, and then we have agree to an extent, don't agree but girl do you, unsure, and yeah, hell no. Okay, subscribe to the channel, like if you like this kind of content. With all that being said, let's continue with the video. New Jeans doesn't need to release longer songs, and the Get Up EP is fine just the way it is. I'm aware they announced that the Get Up EP was picked into what they plan to release in the future, which I look forward to, don't get me wrong, but I was actually pretty satisfied with the length of the songs. They're fun and still feel like full-length songs. A song can be 2 minutes and still feel sufficient. Or I've heard songs over 6 minutes and felt like they weren't enough. I can't tell you how many times I've sat through Jihad's Lying or Oh My God and thought it felt like an eternity despite them being around 3 minutes 20 seconds. This is unpopular because regarding this topic, I've seen most people say they wanted longer songs and saying things along the lines of how the Get Up EP was mostly short bursts of energy for TikTok and Reels, which I agree to that. Some of the verdicts and opinions in this, I'll also speak to this unpopular opinion. If you don't feel like clicking on the links, basically one was an opinion on liking the brevity of the song Get Up, where the votes were greatly in disagreement, and the other were saying Get Up was wasted potential and should have been a full song. I think the track Get Up was a nice transitional track and didn't need to be more. I didn't feel the need for any of the other tracks of the EP to be longer either. In fact, I felt like it a little bit awkward to extend a song like New Jeans or ETA. So I disagree. So I've been listening to New Jeans songs recently because I want to rank their discography, and I really just want to give them a try because I always focus on their scandals and their music, and because my little sister loves them down, so I have no choice. But from what I've heard, especially with their recent EP Get Up, to me personally it's a problem because listening to songs like Get Up, New Jeans, they sound so good but so unfinished and could do so much more. I mean, Get Up is literally 36 seconds and it could have been more. So their sounds, or the album sounds like a highlight medley than an actual EP. And the part of you saying Get Up was picked into what they plan to release in the future is just stupid. Like, how many comebacks are they gonna plan to release something in the future? Like, just give us good music. I don't think it's that hard because their previous songs like OMG, which was 3 minutes by the way, so they definitely can make longer songs and they can still be good to listen to. And just the songs are just not made for the art right now. They're made for the charts and for TikTok, and it seems to be the trend with music nowadays. So I am putting this in the hell notes here because I really want to see bridges back, and I don't like songs that sound so unfinished and just ends abruptly. Like, I could have gotten so much more, I could have enjoyed it so much more, and these kind of songs to me don't have longevity. They just don't, because they're so forgettable and so short. So yeah, using Korean words in speech isn't cringy. This is unpopular because so many people have said inserting Korean words like oppa, jinja in English speech in the middle of another language is weird and cringy. I wholly disagree. People think it's weird because English doesn't have a habit of putting other languages into speech, but as someone who comes from a region where everyone is at least trilingual, we often insert random English into sentences, to the point where some words sound weird to us locals if you use the original counterpart for it. Plus, speaking and using vocal helps you learn other languages way more easily. I don't know why people are so weirded out by using Korean in everyday life, using a different language. So as long as it's used correctly, it is nothing to be ashamed of. First of all, how is this even cringy? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I am lost, but I do agree with the user, so I'm putting it in this we share a same brain cell, because I don't even think this is even a cringy thing. Maybe to some people, but also I'm from people use different languages, and Korean in my house, me and my other sisters, we often tend to learn different languages and we tend to insert it in English, so it isn't really cringe, it's kind of fun. So I agree with this user. I don't understand why it's cringe to some people. I don't really care if idols sing live. I listen to K-pop for the songs and the music videos. If I watch a performance on music shows, it's mostly likely gonna be pre-recorded at best, and that's just fine by me. Don't get me wrong, a good live performance is nice to watch, but it doesn't move me much. I would even go as far to say that watching a bad performance where they sing live can make me like a group less. The most popular groups don't usually even sing live that much nowadays, which goes to show that it's not a big of a thing to anybody but more hardcore K-pop stans. I want to see the performance of the song and the perfect vocals of the pre-recorded versions. Let me enjoy it as much as I need to. The only caveat of this is concert because the fans pay their hard-earned money to come and see their idols. Outside of that, lip sync all you want. Sometimes the obvious lip syncing can even be funny. It's very unpopular since people want to see idols sing live to kind of prove themselves in the way and hear how their idols sound without post-production. It can also give a different sound to the song, which is why I understand the preference. It just doesn't matter that much to me. I disagree because, girl, if you're touring in another country and I pay a lot of money to come see you, and to make it all worse, you don't even make an effort to sing live, then baby, we have a problem. Like, if we're talking about music shows, promotions, I really do not care because they're performing the same song like for what, 50 times, so I don't really mind. But if they sing live at music shows, I also respect that. But to me personally, in like festivals, concert, international award show, baby girl, that mic better be on. Like, don't play with me. So definitely going in the door and agree, but do you, girl? Because to me, I care, and I know to many it's not really an issue, but to me, yeah, I care. That's like, if you can sing live, and yes, I get what the user's trying to say, maybe to her or to him or today, like, it doesn't really matter to them. But to me, if you're gonna entertain me, you lip syncing, you sound like a robot to me and it sounds fake. It doesn't sound like you're actually enjoying the performance to me. Just dancing is okay, but you're not gonna just dancing every time and not singing. NMIXX Sonia was actually a really good song. I've only heard criticism or nothing when it comes to NMIXX's latest release or pre-release song, but I am obsessed. Sonia screams NMIXX. You can tell it's a song for them. It's totally addicting and a perfect song. There's so many good parts and amazing vocals. One thing NMIXX never fails to do is to create at least 2 or 3 addictive parts in each song that goes viral. I was hooked on the song just after my first listen. I wonder why the praises for this are so unpopular. The mix and match never stop. It's not just the beat drop, but also the change from melodious vocals to small phrases like ooh, like it. Anyway, this is one of the best releases by NMIXX so far, besides Love Me Like This, Roller Coaster Ride, and Oh Oh. They need more appreciation, and Sonia needs to be talked about more. Some people really hate this song. Like, I get it, music is subjective, but this is the NMIXX that I missed, I want to see. And songs like Roller Coaster and Party O'Clock are okay songs, but they just don't scream NMIXX, but Sonia does. And for some reason, whatever NMIXX or ITZY does, people are always going to find something to hate on it or something wrong about it. So yes, I wholeheartedly agree with this user. So it's going and we share the same brain cell, because that song is fire. It's really addicting. I just love that they continue with like the the mix pop thing. BTS should make an English version of one of their old songs for their comeback after their military service. I think this is unpopular because BTS already have English songs like Dynamite, Butter, and Permission to Dance, excluding My Job features Stevie Aoki, since it's a remix, correct me if I'm wrong. Since all the members of BTS are now in the military, I've been thinking about them doing an English version of one of their old songs. However, in my opinion, I don't want them to do an English version of their hit songs like Fire, DNA, and Dope, since they already have Dynamite, My Job, Butter, PTD. I want them to do an English version of their songs that are special and meaningful, like Butterfly, Wailing 52, and Born Singer. Butterfly is my #1 song that I really want to hear an English version, especially since the song is from their album The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2, which was released in November 2015, and them going back as a group in 2025, correct me if I'm wrong, will mark the 10th anniversary of that album. Then again, I'll wait and see what BTS comes back as a group. Yeah, hell no. I am not waiting 2 years for them to come back only to record their older songs from Korean to English. Like, let's just leave them in the past, honey. I want new banging music, so heck to the no. I ain't gonna say to listen to Butterfly English version again. I prefer Changbin dropping to Sugar/August D. I feel as though anytime I say this, I am massively downvoted, so this is the perfect sub. I think Changbin's lyricism and flow is amazing in my opinion. BTS was my alt for over a year, and Sugar's my bias because of his rapping skills. Despite this, Changbin really surprised me. I can see how I am biased because Changbin's my alt, so take it as you will. It got on my nerves how Suga automatically has to be the best just because he's more popular. I understand that all K-pop fans aren't like this. It's not special just to ARMY. It's just something that's been bothering me. I love when people say Suga is the best, and I love when people say Changbin is the best. I just don't like when I can't have an opinion because Suga is being the best is really like a fact. I also don't want to discredit other rappers like Bobby, Zico. I think they're all great, but I personally love Changbin's rapping the best, and if I had to pick one K-pop group for #1 spot, in my opinion, it would be so Changbin. I believe this is unpopular because Suga is often credited as the best K-pop rapper, and I disagree. Now, really, I get where this user is coming from, but to me, it sounds like I used to all BTS, but now I'm open to other groups, and I find Changbin's rapping more better than Suga's, as August D, which is understandable, because music is subjective. You have the right to think so. But to me, I'm unsure about this, because even though I love Changbin's, He's in my alt in Stray Kids, and I don't even stand Stray Kids. But I believe he's one of the best rappers of his group and his own generation. And on the other hand, there's Suga/August D, whose flow and lyricism to me is unmatched, and just love how creative he is as a rapper and how his rapping this group is so different to his solo work. So personally, I would say Suga/August D is the best to me because I've listened to his music more. But I really think both of them are the best of their in their own generation, and I find it hard to compare them because they're both so good in their crafts. I'm putting this in the unsure tier, and basically Changbin is not the best. That's why many people would disagree with you. He's one of the best. I will not say he's the best. Even Suga is one of the best, the most known and most best rapper to me in K-pop. I think they both can coexist and just be the best. I don't think one has to be better than the other. If you prefer Changbin's rapping, that's your own personal opinion. If I prefer Suga's rapping, that's my own personal opinion. Even though I still love Changbin's rapping, it's my best in Stray Kids. So yeah, I'm unsure because I'm just unsure because I don't know which one is better. But I just think that they're both from different generation, and it's kind of hard to compare them. So yeah. I hope NewJeans stop the talk singing. Just to be clear, I am not hating on the girls and listen to a few of their songs. I know they are talented and they can sing and rap, and that's why I hope they branch out more in future comebacks. I think this is unpopular because everyone loves them and they're one of the biggest girl groups of the moment. Anyways, I feel like the title really covers my point. I think their music style is kind of boring and mostly just talking to a tune rather than singing. It feels like a waste of their talent, in my opinion. Makes their discography a little unvaried. It feels really TikTok centered. Granted, they've got some really catchy songs. If you got any recs of songs where they are like showing off their vocals, I'd love to hear it because I do really think they're talented and really like them. Okay, wow, we used to have talk rapping and now we have talk singing. It's also a thing now. I don't know. I don't really know because my main problem with NewJeans is how their music sounds so repetitive. It's like their vocal tones sound the same. I can't really tell apart from the other. And yes, I agree with this user. I think the talk singing is not, I don't think it's the most creative thing, but it kind of works for them. That's the thing, it kind of works for them. So I don't think they're going to be leaving that soon, but I agree with this opinion. So yeah, we share the same brain cells. Jia's Mama performances was not that great. Now, I know why this is an unpopular opinion. I don't really think it is. I know it's late, but I went and watched the whole Jia performance from Mama 2023 since there was so much hype around it to the point that people were calling it the best performance. I disagree. The performance in whole was very awkward. They started with a weird ramp walk and the random embarrassing high note. Don't even talk about it. It was Queen card, but they were wearing silver, completely contradicting the theme. At the end, they did some cheer. It was actually kind of good, but the crowd killed that moment. And then they ended the performance just after singing 2 lines. I mean, yeah, they were not that great, but also not bad, just okay. And the walk, please don't shame the walk, okay? It's iconic. And I also agree with the theme. Queen Card was mostly Y2K or 2000 kind of vibe. I don't know what's with the silver outfits. They're kind of out of place. And that's the thing with K-pop sometimes. They don't be following a theme. They be wearing the most random ass outfits that don't even match. And you can't blame the crowd if they weren't really feeling the performance. Like, sometimes it can get annoying when the performance is really good, but sometimes if you don't feel it, just don't feel it. It's what it is. And well, that's the thing. I agree to an extent. I don't think it's that bad. I think their previous Mama performances were better. But honestly, when it comes to G-idol and performances, I don't really think about G-idol performances for like a long time, just for the moment. Like last year, someone was dissing Mama out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, why? Last year was better, but this year is just forgettable and mid. And I guess they look really unprepared, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. And yeah. YG stopped creating good female rappers after 21, so I am not going to be able to read everything. If you want to read, you can pause so you can read it. So my take on this is that honestly, the only great rappers from YG or Bobby and the Treasure rap line, personally, YG are not really good at making good female rappers. I have not really listened to like 21 music. I don't really know much about them. So maybe I will not say her, CL, but Blackpink are not really like legit rappers. Yes, I do enjoy them being just idol rappers. If they're in the Western media, they will be laughed at because of how basic YG give them like the most basic ass verses for them to like recite. That they're reciters, they're not rappers. So I don't know, like this opinion is giving like not unsure. Okay, I'll say unsure because I'm not really into like YG's group. So yeah, I really don't know much about YG's rappers other than Bobby being a really good rapper and the Treasure rap line, which I'm really impressed with. But like other than that, the female rappers are just reciters. They say the most basic and dumb lyrics that makes no sense. There's no lyricism, there's no art there, just reciting the most weird lyrics ever. So yeah. So this opinion is from K-pop Center. I just want to give my opinions on this, recent scandals. K-pop idols don't need to give opinions on political issues, especially the recent Palestine ones. Idols didn't even talk much about Halloween tragedy in their own country, but people expect them to talk about international issues. And yes, I strongly agree because they don't even talk about their own politics. Why should they be even involved in international affairs? I find it strange when fans in general are forcing celebrities, influencers, K-pop idols to talk about these issues. The fact that I didn't even know there was a boycott going on. Like, I don't even drink from Starbucks because they're not even where I live, and many people I know didn't even know this was even going on. And that's to show you that just because you're in this part of the internet, that doesn't mean everybody knows what's going on. And honestly, dragging them is not going to change anything because they're entertainers. I don't even think about asking K-pop idols on any political issues. This is a different issue because it involves lives, but I don't think that's their job. They can, if they want to show support, they can show support willingly. People don't have to force them, to force these celebrities to take a stand. No, it's not going to really change anything. Let's all just be realistic here. Them not saying anything is not going to make them bad people. And the sad part of this is that K-pop fans are using this to drag idols and cancel them, which really takes the importance of this issue, and it's just sad. So yes, I strongly agree with this one. Netizens get too much hate from international fans. Okay. Honestly, they're both equally toxic, so I agree to an extent. I'm not gonna be defending no international stand like I did like 3 years ago, so I think they're both toxic in their own way. G-Idol is heavily discredited. Since the beginning of their debut, G-Idol have constantly been overlooked for their achievements, so I think this whole opinion is based on that, and I kind of have to disagree, because especially for the past couple of years, they've always been praised for their fun music, their creative process, Soyoung's producing, they're all kills. And so I can't disagree, and they're one of the big groups from the non-big four companies that are really more popular than any other group right now. And honestly, if you ask me, when I think 4gen, if I don't say like IVE or the Seraphim, Jado is gonna be in that sentence, either top 3 or top 4. I don't think. And the reason why New Jeans is gonna be a top 1, because they're breaking all records and they're just changing the industry. So you're not gonna blame them for that. Jado is still one of the best groups out there, one of the most popular groups. So I disagree, but do you? I don't agree with you, but girl, you do. Girl, you do. Maybe you think that way, because I know many Jado fans would think that way because they're not getting enough of their flowers. But honestly, I think they have gotten, especially for the past couple of years, they've been really up there for me. So yeah, this kid just won't shut up. Whenever I'm recording, there's this child who's always crying like there's no tomorrow. I am not joking. Please stop. I don't think Black Mamba is one of the best SM debut. Yeah, no shit. I'm not sure if this is actually unpopular, but I think it's unpopular because I've seen people discussing this on TikTok, how Black Mamba is one of, if not the best SM debut, but I disagree. Into the New World and Replay are way better, and personally, I really just don't like Black Mamba or a lot of aespa songs in general. The girls are beautiful and amazing singers, and obviously they have some good songs like Spicy, Thirsty, and Better Things, but I'm really not a big fan of their music in general, especially not Black Mamba. But hey, maybe my opinion will change. I mean, of course it's not. I love Black Mamba. It's one of my favorite 4gen debut, but no SM debut is being replayed by Shining. Come on now. You have to be really delulu to say that. So yeah, we share the same brain cells, and don't listen to those delusional fans. They only started standing our aespa, or they started coming to K-pop 3 years ago. They don't know better. So there you have it, guys. That's the end of my video. I'm sorry if this video is so long. I am so sorry. Next time I'll try to make it a little bit more shorter. And please don't forget to submit your K-pop opinions. It'll be linked to my comment section also, so you guys won't forget. And if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. I am so happy that you made it this far, because this is a really long video. I'm sorry that it was this long. Okay, then with all that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.